What's up, everyone? Welcome back to a little bit earlier, or an early day, One Piece. How's everyone doing? Sorry for a little late from when I posted. I was setting up some things for OBS, mainly, if you want to see, we have a side angle now. Hello. It's on an older camera that I used for a while. If I ever get like another camera that's like better quality, hell, I might even just shuffle out like the one I'm using right here, which is a slightly better model, down to just the side camera. But we have a new side camera that we'll have for like, different angles and whatnot. I thought it was nice. I'm like, hold on, I think I can actually set this up. And I can. So we have this for side angles now. We have our main angle for our regular face, shots and whatnot. Hold on, I'm going to change my lighting. There we go. And then get just a little bit brighter. Yeah, that works. So yeah, I was a little bit busy with that. I was a little bit busy just trying to get that all set up. So I was running behind just a little bit. Also, let me flip this back. I think it's inverted the other way. There we go. Yeah, so I was a little bit busy, so I do apologize for just being a couple minutes late from when the stream was actually posted. But, again, set up some new fun stuff for here. So we'll have this little angle here for going forward, mainly for our anime shot. Love the song. They did a really good job with that. But we are going to be reading Berserk and One Piece today. Mainly One Piece first, and then we'll get to Berserk. We're doing One Piece early today from our typical Friday stream because the chapter came out, quote, translated early through various sources like OP scans and this site that uses OP scans and whatnot. They say it's TCB, but they're saying it's actually translated from OP scans, which from one source, that's where TCB scans usually gets its source anyway, but they refine it. So right now, because it's an early drop, I'm thinking the translations are not going to be great. So going forward, we might just go back to Fridays. But for now, I'm going to give it a test. I'm going to give it like the benefit of the doubt, and let's see if like the translations might be just okay enough for us to have it stick around. If not, again, there's always back to Fridays. So we're going to try something a little bit new and see where it's going to land. It might be good, maybe not. But we'll be having that with the new camera angle again. Hello. And then we'll use this for something eventually, but we also have our main camera angle. And yeah, I'm excited. I am excited for the new setup slightly changing. Not too crazy, but still nice change. And yeah, we're going to be doing One Piece tonight and Berserk. This is going to be the last Berserk chapter out of like the 3 batched chapters we had for like the last month or so. So don't want to spoil myself or for you guys. So after this, I think they're going to be on break for a little bit again, which is fine as long as they keep cooking. But I'm excited to get through that chapter. And I know that we're going to be on break from this chapter onwards. So after this chapter, we will be on break, which is sad. But to be fair, it's Oda. He can't pump out more than just 2-3 chapters. He's not prime time Oda anymore. It is what it is. It is what it is. But yeah, so we're going to try it out and see how this chapter does. Okay. Now someone just just commented in the DM about this chapter's translation is not that great, but okay, it's fine. It's fine. Whatever. Again, experimenting. We're going to see if it's good or not. If it's not, we're just not going to use it again. And if it is good, we'll probably use it again. All right, let's get some softer music in the back. Yeah. All right. So, For today, or I guess for the actual stream itself, well, one, I'm going to use this camera angle, but then for the actual chapter link, I'm going to hold off, not post anything in here just yet. I think I'm going to, for you guys, mainly for VOD Gang, because it's going to affect you guys the most, I'm going to wait till we get an actual TCB scan translated, like, on-site chapter link. That way I can put that in the actual VOD for you guys, and then you guys can have that instead of this site, because if it doesn't work, I don't want to, like, go back and edit and take it out of the site. It will take, like, a couple minutes, but I'd rather just know for a fact that this is going to be good for me. Then later on, I'll just put it in. If not, I'll give you guys an actual TCB scan, proper translated site in the VOD later. So if you're seeing this from the future, again, there will be a link by the time you watch. Yeah, probably. Most likely. Most likely. I'm going to just slightly... There we go. That's better. That's better. Okay, let's do this. So, One Piece, then Berserk. Let's do this. And then tomorrow I'm going to try and get to some manhwas. I don't know if I'll get to maybe manhwas. We'll see. We'll see. So last chapter we had Luffy and Imu are going to finally duke it out. We're going to see how this goes. Again, I don't like the fact that Loki is out because I thought we had more time that we could have developed with his skills and whatnot, but it looks like Oda said, no, we're going to have the boy be the main show, which makes sense. It's just, I thought we had more time, but I guess it's going to be more of a proper showcasing of Imu. Like with him, again, from what I could tell, it looked like he knocked out Loki. It looked like he did. Maybe what Loki might get back up, some people are saying. But, you know, it's more impressive for Imu, I guess. And thus, when Luffy starts doing crazy shit against Imu, it's going to be impressive for him to show how far he's come. And the gap between him and Loki, and etc. So, I get it. Just one more, but it's fine. We're going to get some good fighting there. And, of course, we did set up the Summer and Zoro, Killingham, and Sanji, mainly because of a lot of Sanji shit going on, which, yeah, crazy. But not too out of left field. I'm excited to see where that goes. I have my own takes. We'll see if I'm right. We'll see. So, let's get into this chapter. Chapter 1188. Using this new site that is supposed to be using TCB scan, rough translations, but it says it's One Piece scans. We'll see. I have no idea. Though we do have a weekly jump color spread over here. Very cool. Got Luffy eating the meat, as always, in his Elbaf outfit. Of course, 29 years of serialization. That warrants a clap. 29 years. 29 years of One Piece. I can't believe we're already here. I thought it would be a lot later, but no, we're here. We're here. I just didn't like process or keep up with the fact that we are that close to 30 years already. So next year, this time next year, we'll be at 30 years of One Piece. For me, I've been keeping up with One Piece weekly since Dressrosa. Particularly, I think it was just as we were getting at the tail end of the gladiator matches. Not when, like, was it when Sabo got there? I was somewhere around that point. I just remember that was my first key moments of knowing, like, I was, like, in One Piece. Like, before, I was trying to catch up, and I did bits and pieces here. My first impressions of One Piece with the 4 Kids. Then there was also just getting a volume from Marineford. I didn't know what the fuck manga really was, but I knew I was like, oh, I like reading Naruto. Let's read this manga that was at, like, my fucking bookstore. And then that's kind of what cascaded me into this. I'm like, oh, okay. And then back then, also on YouTube, you could just pretty much watch episodes that were coming out. And I think at that point, Marineford / Fishman Island in the anime was just getting started, or like around that point. Yeah. And then manga wise, even though I wasn't caught up, I remember I remember at the time, excuse me. I remember at the time that streamers and I guess technical content reviewers at that point, they were talking about, Fisherman Island being over, Punk Hazard going through that in the beginnings of Slowly Getting to Dressrosa. So I remember those days. So to me, it's been a bit. It's been a hot second since I've really been in this. To see that I'll be around for the 30th anniversary, it's kind of mind-boggling. I wish I could put it into better words than I am. It's just a moment to really take in and to warrant their celebration. Despite my own misgivings about One Piece at times and Oda's writing, it is an achievement and a story that is going to be hard to not recognize. It stands above a lot of other series where it has a air of its own that I don't think we'll ever see again. Just how we can say like Dragon Ball inspired so many other stories and in its own way is never going to be seen again. Though it's its rival, One Piece, as of now, when it comes to just influence, I would say it's not like a one-to-one with Dragon Ball. But in the same vein as Dragon Ball, once One Piece is done, like truly, truly done, no like two-piece or whatever, and I know Super, but be real. Once it's done, there will be no real story that can like come close to what One Piece has left behind. So I just think of that as just, again, a part of its legacy for 30 years, that it's ingrained in everything. And it truly does stand out, man. It truly, truly does. Okay, enough of me glazing One Piece for like 2 seconds. Let's actually read it. So we gotta get to Berserk. So we have the color spread for 1,188. We don't have this translated, which is sad. At Ragnarok Scans. Okay. I thought this was with One Piece scans, or OP scans, but I guess not. I don't know. This is a site, again, I'm dubious. We'll see how this goes. But color spread, Oda loves his underwater color spreads, man. Nami looking nice in front and center, of course, because that's his wife. A king turtle, love turtles. Usopp running away swimming away, from a shark. Sanji trying to help Nami out. Luffy chilling in the bubble with Chopper and Brook, makes sense. Zoro once again is sleeping in a color spread because that's what Zoro does. Frankie and Robin sharing a bubble, nice, okay. He's got like a fish head piece crest, and of course Jinbei's vibing because this is his environment, and the sharks are saluting Jinbei as they should. Hello, respond. A text bubble is saying, memories of one fateful day. Is it gonna be some ancient history? Oh, if it's ancient history. I did say for a bit, if we're gonna get into either Luffy Nemu or Blackbeard Nemu, a good way of breadcrumbing more of the Void Century flashback information is that you're just going to have it bits and pieces here. We might get this. Oh, fucking Christ. Oh, shit. Hello. Respond. Hello. That's odd. Chapter 1188. Void. I mean, it's like, again, translations, who knows? But like right there, I mean that just has weight to it. That feels like the chapter title you get with the Void Century flashback. And Oda, we can't go 3 for 3. No matter how much I want it right now, we can't go 3 for 3. You have maxed out your flashback credits for one arc. Okay, we can't do another one. But bits and pieces, yes. Who are you? Mu is Emu. Okay. We keep talking about, like, why does he differentiate Emu and Mu? Like, it's like the whole Blackbeard has maybe a split personality thing, but is it actually true for Emu? Like, why does he like sometimes dignify himself as Emu, but then he uses the shorthand Mu, unless there's something more to that classification of his name. Mu is Emu. Who art thou? Nusha? Nusha? Again, translations, who knows? Oh, me? Oh, is him thinking about when he meets Joy Boy? I am Joy Boy. With a smile, as always, like with Roger and Rayleigh, like with Luffy and Zoro. It's just the fucking infectious smile of Joy Boy. So, with that one moment earlier when he was going up against Loki, the fandom was speculating what was that moment that he was thinking of. I think it's more and more likely now, yeah, they were close acquaintances, maybe friends. This might be crazy. Maybe they were actually crewmates. Maybe they were genuinely crewmates, which would be wild that he would have done everything that he's done. Like, if Usopp actually went rogue and said, fuck the Straw Hats. But, I mean, right there, you know, Joy Boy is Joy Boy, so he's going to smile, but, like, it seems like he's remembering a fond memory more often than not of Joy Boy, so it's adding more complicated layers to this flashback eventually we should be getting. Pant, indeed. Joy Boy hath long since perished. Who are you talking? Again, I don't know if it's translations or if it's just Emu being weird, but, like, is he, like, talking to himself? Like me? Like, who is he, like, conversing with? Mu? And yet, why doth Nusa... Hold on, let me look this up. What is he actually saying here? Nusha? Nusha? Nusha is a unique second person pronunciation, meaning you, using exclusively by characters in... Oh, really? Okay, so this is like a raw Japanese thing. Again, this is what we're going to get for early reaction, is that the translations are probably not going to be perfect. So, Nusha. Hello. So when he goes over here, who art thou? You? Or like... Who are you? I guess it would be a way of adding that in here. Oh, me. I'm Joy Boy. Joy Boy hath long since perished. And yet, why doth you awaken thy memories? He makes him think about Joy Boy. Maybe in more ways than one. Luffy doing his yeah pose. Interestingly, he has no sandals. I guess we never really talked about that. But like, why doesn't he have sandals here? Emu loading up Omen Fire, encasing his arm in Omen Fire. Is he going to do the muscle expansion? Are we going to have a battle of giants? Or I guess ancient giants. Hell if I know, Luffy says. What the fuck? I can't tell if it's just flames or if he's imbuing his arm with almost like arm and hockey. Like he's doing what Ace should be doing or should have done. Imbue his arm with hockey and then coat it with black flames. This goes kind of hard. What the fuck? Oh, hold on. Let me not also break down the site, please. Yeah, whoa. That's fucking clean. Yeah, I can't tell if it's just black flames or hockey. I mean, there's no sparks, so it's just pure black flames, I guess. Pure Omen. That's kind of neat. We haven't seen that yet. Luffy dodges in his most zany way. There is a speech bubble that he says something, or maybe it's got like, I don't know. We'll see where that speech bubble goes, if I can speak. He dodged. Oh my god, dude, I said last time, these omens are becoming more and more like homies with each passing chapter. They're just replacing Big Mom's homie powers. He dodged down there. Down. And then they actually coordinate to track Luffy This, again, sight, please. All right, we're gonna be careful. We're gonna be careful now. Now the sight's being weird. Now the sight's being extra funky, and I don't want it to fuck up my system. So we'll move at a good pace now, just to get this through. But the fire actually tracks Luffy down. Ugh. What the Snake Man! He fucking fired that shit. And I think it accelerated, too. He just has Snake Man. What does it say? This Joy Boy? So, okay. I've always, and a lot of people wanted, we've wanted that Imu is going to be the one to fully explain what Devil Fruit power Luffy has. Like, hey, why you have the Nika fruit? Or, you doth thou not use it like him? You use almost an attribute, but not fully awakened to the true potential of your Devil Fruit. I want something like that. Because he, fought Joy Boy. He should know more of the extent of this power than, honestly, maybe even Luffy. But then on top of that, it would make sense, kind of like Katakuri. He actually has powers that would work in tandem to match energy with the Nika power. But, like, Snake Man is kind of crazy. All right, yo, damn. Again, weird that his omens are becoming more and more like homies. But the trade-off, though, is that his powers are super diversified. Like, if I see this man, like, because he has kind of a giant form, he's got the bendiness of, like, a stretch Snake Man. If he does anything speed or, like, bouncy Tank Man related, bro, okay. Yo, Emu's got a large... Oh, hold on. Wrong page. Emu's got a large bag. Like, his bag was big, but now it's, like, extra big. It's an extra size bag right there. God damn. Holy shit. And again, he just fucked Sabo up with that tail right there. Oh, no. All right, so hits him with his own Snake Man-like technique. And then, because it's coated in fire, so not only is there an impact, there's an explosive element to it as well. That's nasty. That's a nasty. So now we're fuck the over the top ability techniques of explosions and bombs and weaponry shed. Nah, we're going hands. Emu is now throwing hands. He said, take these hands. Yo, okay, Emu. Luffy, coated in, like, ash, gets up, bounces back. Not literally, but, Yep, covered in soot. Kind of like against Kaido. Throws a right. However, he gets fucking blitzed. Like he's a Bleach character. Hey. He's around him. He zoomed around Luffy. Oh, no. Luffy, come on, man. There's also been a debate for a while now if he can use Future Sight in this form. We'll see. That'll be a good improvement or acknowledgement for Luffy. However, wait a minute. It's not going to be that easy, Emu. Tries to thrust with his weird glaive. And just like Emu, whoop, gone. But this time, Emu, unlike with the first punch. There you are. He tracked him. And ooh, wow. Oh, damn. Do I have my... Oh, I don't have my weapon. Hold on. Give me 2 seconds. I gotta get my pole arm. Because it's Emu time. Oh, he actually is blocking all of those attacks. God damn. Again, it's kind of crazy. I really did not, for the longest time, think, oh yeah, what's Emu gonna be like when he fights in combat? If you would have said a weapons master, I would have said you're crazy. I would have genuinely said you're crazy. No. He's pretty clean with his weapons. I'm not gonna lie. But he's got such a variety of like hand-to-hand combat and Devil Fruit mastery. It's crazy, man. So anyway, Luffy tries to Gatling him. Nope. Parry. But I landed a hit earlier. Acknowledging that you had the element of surprise, which in One Piece can only get you so far, even though it makes no sense on some characters why it's even there. But you had the element of surprise. Guess what? I'm locked in. I see you now. You remind me of him. Therefore, I will kill you. I'm trying to keep a mental image of all of his different, like, Omen hand gestures. This is the shit that I think he did against Harujin, where he had, like, that bigger version that he did against Zoro, where he's, like, fires off a bullet bomb or something like that, like, with that hand symbol. Fires, I think, a couple of them at Luffy. But Luffy dodges and goes to the ground. He's doing that Roadrunner run over here. Whoa, that was close. And again, fire is being lit up as he runs. Yeah, he's firing like a bunch of these. He's firing a bunch of these like Omen pursuing missiles over here. I do think the Omen, when he fought against Loki with that one that he could with his hand, again, like Prometheus, it looked a lot more intimidating. I think Oda is slowly trying to decide what design he wants. I think he prefers more of the goofier kind of Zuni, Looney Tune, homie-like attributes compared to before when they seemed a lot more demonic and edgy in nature, which is interesting for Imu because you would think he'd be a truly edgy counter to Luffy. Not too zany, but apparently not. Yeah, they're tracking. They're following. Yikes! It's coming after me. Like a homing bomb. Like you know what that is, Luffy. Gum. Right. And again, does... Okay, here's an actual Gatling. Here's a genuine Gatling. And this looks more like a traditional Gatling, too. Like, there's nothing too crazy about this. It looks like he's doing... Honestly, it looks like he's doing Gear 2 in his Gear 5, where he's just causing a big bellow of jet air here. A jet... Actually, wait, hold on. I'm literally a dumbass. He's literally saying Jet Gatling again. Huh. This could be a translation thing. This could be a translation thing. It could be. But there have been folks that said, like, what if he's generally going to use his other gears in Gear 5? Like a Gear 3 version in Gear 5 is him just getting gigantic and him doing his muscle shit. So then a Gear 2, in theory, could come into Gear 5 with him specifically focusing on speed. And then a Gear 4... Well, I guess now Gear 3 would be his actual giant form. But then Gear 4 would be the muscle that he does against Kaido. And he, like, flips him. He gets, like, all brawlic. Yeah, you could say that. And maybe he can actually do, like, the recoil shit. Maybe. But this might have weight to it, if it's not a translation thing. Jet Gatling. Imu, not impressed. Gum. What? Guys, you seeing this? Wait a minute. Hold on. Let me... What? What just happened? I'm gonna move myself down here a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, here we go. That's better. What the fuck just happened? He turned into a Magi character? He's using a full metal equip? How? What? I'm very confused because we've literally never seen Luffy do anything like this. Majin, not Daijin, but Majin. Evil spirit. Technically is the translation of Majin. I want to fucking play fucking Magi music right now. Hold on. I might get in trouble. But I don't really care. Hold on. Hang on. Let me... actually, I think I could do mini player. Yeah. Hang on. We're going to make this work. He really just said... Wait a minute. Okay. There's a little clip there. I'm sure YouTube's going to get mad at me. Bro, what the fuck? He genuinely turned into a Magi. A Daijin. What does this mean? What does it actually mean? Like, I guess, well, if I was gonna give a serious answer, I guess because he saw... Oh god, what's Oven and Katakuri's other brother, Daifuku? He saw Daifuku, so we do... Maybe could say he solved the genie. But why? Where? I don't know. This is weird. This is like extra weird that I can't really wrap my head around it. A Magi. He wants to be a Magi. Sure. His inner Magi fan is literally just saying, yes, I want to come out right now. Okay. Why not? Sure. Majin. Oh. It's not like I didn't see your fight with Loki. The fuck is happening? What the fuck is happening? He has also a little meat emblem on his scarf head right here. So, I assume this is Bro, no. I just had a crazy idea. Is this fucking Joy Boy inside the fruit or some shit? There's no way. No, that would be way out of left field. No. That guy's death won't be in vain. What? Yo, Luffy, you actually think... Wait, Luffy thinks Loki's dead? That's crazy. Yeah, wait a minute. Yeah, I'm alive, you moron. Oh, so you're still alive, huh? Loki. Okay, so no, that's Luffy. I was about to say, like, wait a minute. Did we just get some weird Joy Boy confirmed inside Luffy? Like his devil fruit? No, right? No, it's not. Okay, so it's still Luffy. I don't really know why he's deciding to be a genie. Sure. Is it gonna do shit? Emu's like, all right, I had enough of this dumb shit. I already went through this 900 years ago. I'm not doing this shit again. Damn it. You, again, bleeding, Ragnar trying to come in. Move, Ragnar. Oh, Loki is gonna get targeted again. What the fuck? Where'd you come from? Oh, wait, no, he did fly. I was about to say, okay. Well, I mean, still, though, that's crazy that he's coming in right now. But I forgot. He did fly over from Emu's fucking attack last chapter. Okay. That's crazy, though. Wait a minute. Jinbei, you can actually do shit without moving UPS boxes? Be a Man is slowly coming back? Freshman Kurati. He can actually block or, like, damage these bombs? Is that a feat? Is that a feat for Jinbei? Do we got to count that Feet from Jinbei? Oh, man. Oh my goodness. Oh. Oda, please. Not saying you have to put Jinbei in here. No. You have a water deity that's like beyond yonder from Jinbei's purview. Have Luffy say, Jinbei, stay out of this fight, but go help the village. There's a water thing over there that you should be able to handle. Maybe not in those exact words, but something of those note. Have Jinbei go over, because if Sanji's not going to do a damn thing against that water thing, have Jinbei go over there so that Sanji doesn't have to worry about that. He can go full ham against Killingham. Please. Because it just feels like we're wasting Jinbei's time. Unless Gunko's going to come out and really throw hands, I feel like we're just wasting Jinbei. Please. Please, please, please. Fishman Karate, Arabask Brickfist. Jinbei, Luffy says. Luffy, if you want us to protect this guy, then that's what we'll do. Fuck. Oh, God, Jinbei. Fuck, please, leave. Leave. Go. Oh. He's protection duty. I don't like that. Yeah, well, to relieve Jinbei, I'll leave him to you. He's our pal after all. The goddamn Loki's gonna join people are like, yes. No. Who are you calling a pal? You little squirt? All right, we've got this. Focus on him. Jinbei, I love that mindset, just not here. I want you to have that mindset for the water person, but it looks like we're not going to get that. That's Luffy, isn't it? He's up against that guy from before. You all right? Who the hell is this guy? There shouldn't be anyone above the God Knights. Well, actually, first of all, that's wrong, Brooke, because you literally saw the Gorosei last arc, and surely, again, if the Straw Hats actually talk to you, which we know we don't, but they should have said, oh yeah, Gorosei, they're a thing, the 5 elders, so that's wrong, first of all. Second of all, you're about to learn now, yes, Imu does exist them. Okay, there we go, except for the 5 elders, so he does know that. I said, wait 2 seconds. You think he's the commander of the Knights of God? I'm not sure of that. So wait, they're aware? Really? These guys are aware already that there's a commander? Huh. Okay. I'm actually genuinely surprised that they have certain key knowledge. I wish they would actually talk more, but I'm actually kind of impressed. They actually know that there's a commander of the God Knights. Oh, well. There exists no organization more shrouded in mystery than the world government. Yep, Brooke just is admitting like, yeah, I feel like I should know shit, but really, nah. Really, nah. Hey, Brooke, we can pull her out now. Princess Shuri. Now, what? How do you save someone who's frozen? Let's see. Back when Robin and Luffy, oh, wow, really? Long Ring, Long Island. Holy shit. Let's see, back when Robin and Luffy turned to ice, they were frozen once? Gunko, was it ordained that you iced be shattered? Translation. Gum Gum, calling Gunko Princess Shuri, you afro-haired man. Nay, it cannot be. Why can't it be? You didn't Buster call the island, Emu. Like, fucking Christ. I mean, to be fair, at least for Brooke, yeah, I get the idea, like, headshot. It should mean something, not in One Piece. Not in fucking One Piece. But you didn't Buster call the island for safe measures, man. Like, yeah. Luffy, he's sticking. I don't get it. Maybe there's something that I'm missing that Oda was like, yeah, genies for this week. Like, he mentioned something like that. But he's in this form still, and arm and hockeyed up. You're wide open. Bullet? Oh, that's just, wait, okay. Again, like, joking and maybe translations. Gum Gum, you're wide open bullet. So, Gum Gum bullet. Sure. But again, block. Also, is there a gap? Is there a gap right there? Is he using Rio? Ooh, please, because Rio gets, like, no fucking love anymore. Dost thou not witness it? The bell tolls. And then the fire goes on Luffy's stomach. Yep, yeah. Go. What fate hath befallen giant Loki? Stigma. And again, Luffy dodges. So this is a fast technique. And that Luffy is dodging pretty regularly now. That's good. That's very good, Luffy. Okay. More Omen heat-seeking missiles. He really loves just having these goddamn Omen spheres track. And once again, Luffy's doing his Roadrunner shit. Okay, Luffy's having a hard time getting close to this guy. It's a lot of, maybe also that's kind of what Imu's trying to do though. Like, he knows not to be in close quarters combat with Donika because he'll do that rubber shit. He'll do zany, toony shit. So he's got to keep him preoccupied so he doesn't have enough time to think. Maybe. I could be giving Imu a lot of credit right there, but nonetheless. He descends. He's got his fucking glaive weapon spinning, twirling. What? Bro, his powers, man. His powers are so versatile. So, oh, God, it's like the fucking book that we still haven't seen again. He twirls the weapon. I gotta be careful not to hit anything. He twirls the weapon away. And instead, he opts out for a sword. So his black clouds, like Luffy's white Hagoromo scarf, and other powers that we've seen, it acts as a storage unit? Damn. So now he actually has a genuine sword. So no more like ethereal black nether swords or whatever. He's now genuinely pulling out a real sword. He's pulling out a real sword. Oh, what if it actually looks like Mihawk's? Let's see. So he pulls out a sword. Nope, just a cutlass. Just a cutlass. Pirate themed. Gotta keep it that way. Very nice. So he now actually pulls out a bona fide sword, and it has like black trails of flames upon it. I kind of like it. I like the design. So this is going to be more of an effective tool against, I guess, Luffy. I would think having the glaive would be better because you can do much more long-range combat shit. Like the movie did against Loki, where like he extended the pole in black flames too. But again, Imu's thinking right now. He's trying to change shit up, and we get more ideas of his powers. It's like, fuck, we are really seeing him on full display. Bufo, the Blade of the Void. Fucking what? Oh, that's a sick title right there. Again, Mihawk fans, it's just upscale. It's not. It's really not, though. But, okay. Bufo, the Blade of the Void. Interesting. Very cool. Is it going to do something like extra? Like Emma? Let's see. So there's a tree. Oh, it does. Oh my God. It does something extra. It does something extra. It reminds me of what happened with Cracker. What the fuck? It's doing some weird, like, Cracker energy absorption. What the fuck? Is that because of his omen? Or is it the sword? Or is it both? Either way, the trees are withering and dying around the sword. And there's almost like a gust, a beeline going in one direction of rot and decay. I won't say rot, but like I guess like withering. Whoa, what the fuck? Oh, what are you cooking with this guy? Like, you give him all this, like, utility. I mean, he's a final villain for a reason, but, like, damn. One sword poke. Hold on. One sword poke And, like, the area is starting to change. God damn. Another cool sword. Yo, Yoru has to do something cool, because at this rate, like, who gives a fuck about Yoru anymore? He's draining the fucking environment around him. Like he's Nihilist from Star Wars. Luffy, sees that the trees in the forest are just being sucked dry. The forest withered. Now doth the view line clear. Basically, better sight. Better sight. He did all that shit just to have a better sight of Luffy. That's crazy. Yo, hey, trees. Move. You could have just done that with the glaive. You could have just cut the trees down. Nah. Does he gain energy? Does he get something out of that? Or is it just like draining the life force? Again, this guy's got 900 years, I guess. 900 years of like preparing and stacking his deck. But like, damn, dude. From over there too. Imu springs into combat. I know well who thou art. May thou canst not be Joy Boy. So he's like, okay, you're not him. You're literally not him. I don't have to worry about you. Yo, Luffy, why are you sweating? Why are you sweating? I mean, he hasn't landed like any really good attacks just yet, but like, come on, man. Come on. Yo, lock in, man. Let's go. Let's go, Luffy. You're supposed to be encroaching onto an emperor status, man. Let's see what happens. So, Imu face. Did he get hit by the sword? What the fuck just happened? Coughs up blood. The void omen chain chomps. Go. Luffy, black flames. What just happened? Wait a minute. And is it gonna be like Crocodile? Like when he tries to absorb Luffy? Oh my god damn. Just hold on, we're going to the other screen. What? He actually landed a... Whoa! Luffy! Okay. I mean, the fight's not over. There's no way. There's literally no way. No, wait a minute. Hold on. I just thought something. Hold on. Let me go back through this entire chapter first. Comes in. Tries to punch. Snake Man. Okay. So that's one hit. Hits him hard. Luffy throws a punch. Dodges. Dodge. Block. Owen fire. Luffy's trying to run away. Luffy hits them. Luffy goes in here. More bombs. Jinbei block. That's crazy that Jinbei can like distort with his Fishman karate, and yet Luffy has to like dodge around these guys. Huh. I actually didn't think about that. Yo, you know what would be useful? Rio. The Rio barrier. Hello, Luffy. Hello. At least in the anime, he can kind of do the barrier. But anyway, so yeah, Luffy tries to throw a punch. Gets blocked. Stigma. Dodge. Runs. Sword. Are you telling me when Imu touches down, Luffy has only landed one shot and he's just been running and dodging the entire time before he gets gored on Imu's second landing attack? He's been trying to do other attacks, granted. But are you really telling me Luffy has taken this much damage only after a second attack has been landed? Holy shit, wait a minute. Hold on, let me put my sword away before I stab myself. He's gonna do that next chapter, probably. Are we really saying Emu can land if he? I mean, to be fair, he busts out this gnarly sword. The sword looking like it's going to be better than Enma. This sword might be in the top 30. Emu lands 2 hits, and Luffy is coughing this much blood up, and he can't do his shit. This is odd. Odd in a hype way, but it's odd. Emu is really that much above what I thought he was going to be. But, like, strangely so. He has so much versatility with his Devil Fruit, but then he's also got a myriad of weapons and fighting styles. What the fuck, man? And he knows his Devil Fruit, Nika, to a degree, too, so I'm sure that's playing a factor into this. But this entire time, Luffy's only landed 1 shot from the previous chapter, and that was on Surprise. And he even said in this chapter, let's go back to that. Where do you say that? It's like somewhere here. When he tried to dodge, when he throw the punch, yeah, I landed the blow earlier. But apparently that's not working anymore. Like, he's genuinely getting outpaced here. Like, he's not going to be down, but, like, he took a good blow this chapter. He took a massive blow. Like, on, like, a Whitebeard stab, a Crocodile, Alabasta stab here, he took an insane damage. All he's been doing is just running in defense, and his attacks aren't landing. Again, yeah, Emu has been trying to do other attacks too, and it's been not working. That's why I think he did have to bust out the sword, but mimicking his Devil Fruit shit, kind of like Katakuri, is just gnarly. But then, too, again, his bag is disgusting. His adaptability and sense of combat is honestly probably some of the highest that we've seen in this story. Like, he really is like, okay, switching from glaive combat to special sword techniques now, because I'm dealing with a fast flying fucker right over here. I'm dealing with Nika again, so I gotta make sure I can't get him in too close, unless when I'm gonna land some damages. I gotta keep him at bay with my homing shit, and surprise of opportunity attacks here. Let me read this shit. I know well who thou art. Nay, thou canst be Joy Boy. Huh? Stabs. Fire engulfed. Worth thou Joy Boy, though wouldst not be so feeble. Damn, that's crazy, but it makes sense. This is not EOS Luffy. God damn, man. And again, yeah, break. I knew that was going to happen, but fuck, dude. Joy Boy is getting that much fucking glaze. He's getting that much glaze. Were you not Joy Boy, surely this battle would not be over already. He really said, yo, you're not him. You are not him. Oh my god, damn. Is Emu way better than I thought he was? Really? Like, I'm really now thinking, like, dude, why the fuck did you not fight some emperors, man? Even, like, a sick, dying Whitebeard, man. Like, yo, if you would have caught him and flipped his crew with the Omen shit, although Marco maybe can counter some shit, but still, though, bro, why the fuck did you not take out, like, an emperor crew here and there, man? You totally could have, like, fucking some of the weaker ones. He's moving way better than I've ever thought he was going to be. Ooh, I like that color. I like that. This site actually has color. Oh, that's not bad. Yeah, man. Bro. The Sword of the Void. Bufo. Bufo. The translation of this chapter was interesting. We'll see if, again, they're going to change that up at all. I might just try and check out the TCB scans tomorrow or whenever they're officially dropped. But you still get the idea, man. You still get the idea that, yeah, Emu is not coasting, but, like, he's doing an insane workaround on Luffy. But next chapter, he has to bounce back. Luffy has to bounce back. Like, all right, you fucking jackass, it's my turn now. Like, yo, like, come on, Luffy, come on, man. You have a bag too. You have a bag too. I want Oda to let you use your bag, but like him showing like potentially Gear 2 here was a good sign. Maybe some actual Gear 3 stuff. Maybe some Gear 4 stuff. Like get some recoil shit in here. That would be kind of cool. Combination of your gears. Again, just like Jinbei was using the Fisherman Karate to detonate the Omen stuff, if you would use Ryo, mainly the barrier shit, showcase that. Use your future sight more, Luffy. Show how you've improved with that, because you've been doing that every once in a while for the last couple of arcs. Again, Conqueror's Haki training, Luffy. Let's start developing that shit. Let's go. You know, like, you have a bag, Luffy. You have a bag. You need to be using it more effectively. You got, pretty much like Emu is, you need to start using your bag more fundamentally and efficiently. But again, there's been the idea, like, maybe his, like, Devil Fruit, the downside of Awakening as the Nika, he's too zaned to really focus like he would in other gears and whatnot. So unless he overcomes that weakness and or something's done with that where it's like he starts to just lock in better, he may not have good control of what he could do because he's just so, you know, over the top. And because Emu's fought this kind of power before, he's prepared. And this is 900 years of prep time, man. 900 years. That man would be proud. He had 900 years of preparing, man. And fuck, did it show. Oh, we're gonna get to Berserk in a minute, but fuck, man, dude. I'm just shocked. He landed this sword attack, and it's gonna do this much damage. I mean, from what I'm seeing, like, are we gonna have like a crocodile moment coming up in a second with next chapter? The king of the world with an overwhelming aura. Whew. Yes, he does, man. Yeah, he does. And it's so strange how the sword operates. Like, what's the sword or like the Omen Fire doing? It's like Cracker all over again, but that never got like fully explained. And I am curious that he switched from that glaive to the sword, but like the sword right now looking mad impressive. Ooh, actually, hold on. Is it one of the 12? Or however many? I mean, right now, again, fuck Yoru. Fuck Yoru. Yo, Enma and now the Void? Bufo? Oh, wow. So, the Void in the chapter title was actually called for the sword, not a fucking flat. Although we did get Joy Boy slightly in this. But it's more or less for the sword. Like, the Void Sentry, you could say, is done because of the sword. That's insane. Supreme grade, there's 12. Let me see. Let me see. So the 12 Supreme grades, those that we know of right now, we have Fujitori's, Rogers, yeah, should be. Whitebeard's, yes. The Shodai Getetsu that may or may not be with Ethan Van Juro, and Yoru. So that's 5 that are truly confirmed. We need 7 more. Wait, 7? 5, 10, 6, 11. Yeah, we need 7 more. Math. Let me see, because I think this wiki also has like hypothetical ones that have not been named or speculated. I guess not. Let me see. The speculations on potentially the 12. Yeah, here we go. So, the idea that Shanks' sword is probably one of them. That's probably true. Vista's? Oh, God. Could you imagine? Napoleon could be. Yeah, Napoleon, yes. Fujitori, yes. Shanks is yes. Yoru, obviously. Ace, yes. Muruguo. Actually, hold on. Didn't Rox's sword get revealed? In the SBS, Rox D. Zabek's sword. Yeah, Eclipse. It got a name. Is it ranked? Eclipse is a saber formerly wielded following the death of God Valley. Eclipse was a large single-edged sword. Ability in Roxas provided expressive in the meh. Oh, it doesn't have a title? It doesn't have a grade? Okay. I think we can safely, though, say... I think we could safely say, yes, Eclipse is probably a 12 grade. So, okay. Then we have Roxas Sword. We have Roger's Sword. If it wants to load. Roger's Sword, Whitebeard's Sword. Shiki's swords, I don't believe, are actually 12 grade. I think they're actually a different grade for some reason. For some goddamn reason. I don't really get why. But yeah, so we have Roxas Sword, Roger's Sword, Whitebeard's Sword, / Glaive. Yoru, we have the Shodai, yep. We have Griffin would be 6. Garling Sword, maybe. Herald Sword was said to be a legendary sword, so we could say maybe. Emu's Glaive? Potentially, but now I'm thinking like, okay, swap that out with the Void. Rayleigh's Sword, maybe. Fujitori's Sword, yes. And then Shamrock Sword, probably. So yeah, if we do this, we have Rayleigh's Sword, Viasjuro's Sword, Fujitori's Sword, Shamrock's Sword, Zebek's Sword, Yoru's Sword, Emu's now Void Sword, probably. Muiguro from Whitebeard, Shanks' Griffith, Herald's Sword, Ace's Sword, aka Roger's Sword, and then Garling's Sword. That probably is going to most likely be our 12. That will most likely be the 12 Supreme grades. Gonna have to update after this chapter. Yeah. Bufo is probably... This is probably going to be one of the 12. Hell, it might be one of the first 12. Ooh, the first of the 12. But yeah, crazy. I'm still just awestruck at the fact that Emu's performance is just disgustingly clean. Like, again, I knew it was not going to be an easy fight for Luffy, but I mean, it almost feels like Loki at certain times was landing better shots off, but now he's kind of down. But he's actually not unconscious, so I was wrong. I did like the little joke, oh, Luffy thought he was dead. But Loki is definitely incapacitated. He cannot get up, and that's why Ragnar is blocking for him, and also Jinbei. Yeah, so Loki essentially is going to be down and out for the rest of this fight, which again, but we're getting pretty cool content from Luffy and Emu, so I'm going to be okay with that. I'll suck it up. But one more. I did one more. But yeah, outside of the fighting and techniques this chapter, main thing was obviously, again, more Joy Boy. More Joy Boy recognition from Emu's side. Like, yeah, nah. Little bro, you ain't him. If you were him, my ass would be cooked already. Again, he was the guy that said, Joy Boy, when he felt his hockey. He's not there yet. He is most certainly not there. Yo, so, yeah, if we drop Joy Boy in this day and age, there's a good chance, like, oh, man. Just how, like, people say, this might be a crazy idea. I'm going to go to the full screen. Just like people say, for argument's sake, although it's controversial, how many admirals do you need to fight a Yonko? There's now potentially a room of argument to have. How many Yonkos do you need to fight Joy Boy? Because right now I'm seeing a man that should be inferior to Joy Boy from what we've gotten the impression of, but someone who has fought him, and even is saying and singing his praises of, if you were him, we be done. We be done already. And you would not, like, get hit. It also reminds me of, like, when Marco said, damn, Pops, if only if he was in his better health, he would have not taken these shots so easily back in Marineford. He would have never allowed these shots to hit him so recklessly, showing that he was getting a lot sicker than they actually thought of. It's not obviously because he's sick, in this case for Luffy. It's just, yeah, Luffy's really not at Joy Boy's level, which I figured, but it's just such a eye-opening little thing to see. It's like, yeah, no. And we're not down and out. He's not fucking two-shotting him to oblivion. I that would be crazy. He lands 2 shots, and Luffy's gonna be down after that. No way. No. I would be. If that's the case, bro, we need like another training arc. We need another time skip, because Blackbeard's gonna potentially steal his power. So he's gonna be, in theory, better than Emu, ideally. So like, I don't know what Luffy's gonna do then. I don't know what Luffy's gonna do. Yeah. Wow, what a chapter. But we do have a break. But damn, I really now have to, in this break time, I gotta really, really think, like, how are we having this matchup? Because the Snake Man copy mimicry shit is one thing. The blocking of Luffy with his staff, the homing missiles, the blocking of Luffy's Majin genie ship, which again felt super random. I don't really get what Oda's doing there. I'll see what other people are thinking. I do want Luffy to use more of his bag, like with hockey and shit, but he's not been doing that. But it's another thing again with him doing the homing shit. It's a whole new thing now that he's busting out another weapon, a physical weapon, and it's doing crazy extra effects. Absorbing life energy or something, nature energy, just to clear the sight line so he can track Luffy. And then Luffy, I guess, is just not quick enough to keep pace and dodge his attack. And even Joy Boy would apparently would be like, nah, like, I got this. Luffy's not, apparently. Oh man, I'm blown away. I'm blown away at the fact that Emu's doing this. Emu is genuinely doing this. But once more, I know there's a time limit, supposedly. He can't stay here that long. Maybe he's even nerfed. Crazy. He might be nerfed while fighting here. But why not do this shit against some of the Yonko? Especially with your 5 elders. Yeah, there might be a feedback risk, because if one of your elders goes down, you get fucking injured, as we saw with Harold, you know. So there is that, potential weakness. And Conqueror's Haki users that have that key is always a looming threat that he has to be worrying about. But, like, he can fight. He can fight and keep his own. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's like, I feel like maybe Emu might be just too overly cautious. And just really felt like I can only come out if I really just want to fucking annihilate someone. Yeah, I don't know. But okay, that was the One Piece chapter. We did stall a little bit longer than I wanted to getting to the stream. I was trying to set up the camera stuff, but this was good. This was very, very good. I don't think there's anyone here for discussion, so that's fine, because we got to get into Berserk. So, everyone, thank you. I'll see you guys in 2 weeks for One Piece. In the meantime, we'll definitely cover up some space for this. And let me know in the comment section down below, what do you guys think about this fight with Luffy and Emu? First of all, do you want more Loki? I might be crazy. I want more Loki. Second of all, are you blown away with Emu's performance, or are you thinking this is where he should be? Right now, I'm kind of a little blown away. Like, he's actually this clean. But that might just be a me thing. Yeah, and then before you head off after that, make sure you like the stream. Hit the bell notification so that way you know when the stream goes live, especially if we're running late. And then finally, if you haven't already done so, join my crew, Whitebeard style. Come aboard and bring along all your hopes and dreams. Subscribe to the channel. We're over 200, baby. Hell yeah. Let's keep going to 300. Let's like improve the channel even more and join the board. And yeah, I would just appreciate any of the support you guys give. All right, that was One Piece. Gonna sign off of this and reload the new stream for Berserk. So if you want more streaming, we're going over. So everyone, take care, stay safe, hydrate, because it's a fucking hot fest right now. Until next time, I'll see you later.